It's so cold. Hello everyone. I am really chilly today, and I really can't believe that the story I'm here to tell you about today is actually all about camping. Yeah, camping. I suppose some of you might camp when it's cold like this, but it's a bit too cold for me. Do you mind if I just quickly light a nice campfire, just to warm myself up a bit? Yeah? Brilliant. Okay, I'll just do that. Now then, well, I haven't got anything to light a campfire with, so it'll have to be an imagination campfire, but I'm sure it'll be just as warm. Ah, oh, that's much better. Ooh, ooh, yes, lovely. Well, now we've got a campfire, I think it's time we sat around it and had a story. And my friend Shelley is going to come along and listen to the story with us, if that's all right. So let's just drag around a few hay bales or something comfy to sit on, and I'll get on with the story. Well, here I am with Shelley, and say hello, Shelley. Oh, sorry, Shelley's a bit shy. Shelley, can you come out, please? Come on, please. Sorry. Shelley is a tortoise, rather big tortoise. Come on, Shelley, out you come. Perhaps you could help me. If you could just say Shelley quite loudly after 3. You ready? 1, 2, 3. Shelley! Bit louder. 1, 2, 3. Shelley! Come on, Shelley.
Do I have to?
Yeah, you do have to. Come on. We're talking about camping today. And you like camping, don't you?
Yes, I camp all of the time.
You camp all of the time?
Yes, but I don't need a tent.
You don't need a tent, no. No, you've got a shell, haven't you?
Yes, I have. And I can go inside.
No, don't go inside. Don't go inside again, Shelley. We've got to start the story. We're talking about Moses again today.
Oh, he?
Yes, and tents. And this is the story that appears in the book of Exodus at chapter 33.
Ooh, I'd love to hear it.
You can hear it. Well, I'll begin if you like. Well, you see, Moses used to take a tent and pitch it up outside of the camp.
Did he? Is it because he needed a nap?
No, it wasn't because he needed a nap. No, it was because he needed to intercede. He needed to talk to God for the people of Israel.
Did he? And he needed a tent?
Well, yes, because God was very holy and couldn't just appear to anyone.
No?
No, he couldn't. In fact, if somebody wasn't holy like God and they saw God, well, they just dropped down dead. Yes, I know. Exactly. That's why God protected his people by making sure that Moses met him in a tent.
Well, that's very kind.
It is very kind. So Moses would go into the tent at the edge of the camp, some distance away, and it was called the tent of meeting.
I think I know why.
Do you?
Yes, because that was where Moses would go to meet with God.
You're absolutely right, Shelley. That is correct. So yes, Moses would go there to meet with God and talk with him. And he would talk to God. Not just, he wouldn't just worship him. He would talk to him as if he was talking to a friend.
Would they have tea?
Well, they wouldn't have tea, but it would be a bit like they were having tea. They would chat together, and Moses would bring every little thing that he was struggling with to God, and God would help him make wise decisions.
Ooh.
Because it was really important to know what God wanted, because these were his special people, and they were supposed to be living the way that God commanded them to live.
So that they wouldn't know what to do if he didn't tell them.
No, they wouldn't. So anyway, he went into the tent and he spoke with God. And sometimes Joshua, son of Nun, would come with him too.
What do you mean, Joshua, son of Nun?
Joshua, son of Nun.
He must have been the son of somebody.
No, no, Joshua was the son of Nun. Nun was his dad's name.
That's a very unusual name.
Well, it's a very unusual name now. Probably less so then. Anyway, Moses one day went in and spoke to God and said, "You've been telling me to lead these people, but you've not let me know who you're sent with me. You said, I know you by name, and you have found favour with me. So if you're pleased with me, teach me your ways, so that I may know you and continue to find favour with you. Remember that this nation is your people."
So he was asking for God's help.
He was asking God for help.
And did God give it to him?
God did, that's right. In fact, Moses was hungry for God.
He wanted to eat him.
No, he didn't want to eat him. He was hungry for God. He wanted more of God in his life. He wanted to know God so incredibly well. It wasn't enough for him to have these chats. You see, when Moses had these chats with God in the tent, a cloud would come down. You remember the pillar of cloud and the pillar of fire?
Yes, I think so.
Yeah, well, that's what would happen. The cloud would come down. And so Moses couldn't really see God's face. He could still talk to him as if he was talking to him face to face. But the thing about it is he couldn't see God's face. In fact, nobody could.
Because they dropped down dead. You said that.
Yes, they dropped down dead. Nice bit that, isn't it?
Not really.
Okay. Well, anyway. Yes. So, but Moses really wanted to see what God looked like. He was desperate to see God. And in fact, that's one of the things that even Christians are today. They're always seeking God's face. But we can do that because of Jesus. Because Jesus makes us holy, like God is holy.
Really?
So we can see the face of God. But Moses couldn't. And so God said, look, here's the deal. Or something like that. He said, you cannot look upon my face because you'll die. So what I'm going to do is this. I'm going to cause all my goodness to pass in front of you, and I will proclaim my name, the Lord, in your presence. I will have mercy on whom I will have mercy, and I'll have compassion on whom I will have compassion. But, he said, you cannot see my face, for no one may see me and live. Then the Lord said this.
What did he say? Did he show him his face?
No, he didn't show him his face. Then the Lord said, there is a place nearby where you may stand on a rock, and when my glory passes by, I will put you in a cleft of the rock, in a little hidey hole, and I will cover you with my hand until I have passed by, to keep you safe. And then I will remove my hand, and you will see my back, but my face must not be seen.
And did that happen?
It did happen. And Moses caught a glimpse of God. A thing that was never seen before.
Wow.
But now we can see the face of God in the face of Jesus. Jesus now has come along, and he has made us holy by what he did on the cross, so that we can have a chat with God.
We can have a tea party with God.
We can have a tea party with God. Sort of.
That's amazing. Well, you better get back in your tent.
I better get back in my tent?
Yes, you had.
Oh, all right. It's a bit chilly for me. I don't think this fire's doing it either.
It is only an imagination fire.
Yes, it is only an imagination fire. Okay, well, it was lovely to see you all, and I'm sure we'll see you all again very soon. But take care, and from me and Shelley, it's goodbye.
Goodbye. Goodbye, everybody. Goodbye.
Goodbye.